like, what do you think is the best attack then? Kamehameha, Final Flash, Gallet Gun, or Maseko?
Attack.
You just like big bangs, that's all.
Big Bang Kamehameha.
Oh, shit.
Fusion mode.
I like that. I like that. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, what it do? It is us, Gunpla and the Goonies. Obviously a little bit of Dragon Ball Z talk. So you know what that means. We're talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Akira Toriyama. Rest easy, you goddamn legend, you bloody legend. Because without you, a lot of us wouldn't be here. This little episode to pay tribute, a little memory lane, little did you know. We're just gonna sit back, relax, and unwind. But without further ado, let me bring the boys, man. Steve, Super Saiyan Steve, would it be, my guy?
What's going on, man? Got the Dragon Ball shirt on.
That's what we like to see. I like that you have the scene where Vegeta beats the shit out of Gohan. When Gohan tries to stand on business and just literally gets the dog shit beat out of him.
I need an adult. I am an adult.
Jesus.
And we all know. Just listen, without DBZ, we wouldn't have Grandfather Goose getting loose, man. What it do, baby?
I am here through all this these moments of depression and sadness, but I think I can pull it through. Also repping some Dragon Ball Z. I think pretty sure even underneath I'm still repping some Dragon Ball Z. Because that's how we roll around here, dude. Always.
He bleeds DBZ.
Dude, I bleed blood with the essence of Sensu Bean. The essence of Sensu Bean.
Jesus.
Oh, might man. Be a beaner. I'm a Sensu Beaner.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's perfect, bro. I mean, like, it hurts, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It hurts because, like, when you, like, I don't know, I was hurt when I lost my guy who was the Yu-Gi-Oh man. You know what I'm saying? When we lost him, I was like, the world can't get any colder. But now we lose Akira Toriyama, and now it's a dark, dark place. But, my man's birthday, bro, April 5th, 1955, bro. Bro had probably a nice sunny ass day. I don't know what it was like back then. I wasn't around, but it's a good day. And data passing March 1st of 2024. Losing the goats already, bro. Like it's crazy, man. Fuck, man. Before we get more into it, bro, I do want to shout out my man's son's name is Sasuke. So you already knew the vibes, baby. Let's go. Blessing the anime world, bro. But man, Steve, bro, Akira Toriyama, what does he mean to you, bro? What do you think about it, man?
Dude, it was definitely shocking. And I remember we were all in Discord hanging out. I think it was like me, you, Luke. I think everybody was there. We're all chilling. And then Luke was like, Akira Toriyama died. And we're like, what?
You
what
lying.
the fuck did you just say, dude? And yeah, dude, it was shocking, man. But like, we had a conversation. It's like, dude, we're gonna just start. It's really depressing, but we're gonna start seeing those influences from our childhood slowly start to creep up, man. It's a scary thought. It's sad,
We still got the Studio Ghibli guy, though, right?
Yeah, he's still around, but I don't think he's really making any more things. He was supposed to quit. Then they came out with that last the bird and the whatever the hell it was called.
the boy and the heron, or heron?
Yeah, that.
Bro, he said the boy and the bird.
Yeah, dude. I guess that's. I was thinking about Goose. My bad.
Oh, Jesus. Well, that's perfect segue. Speaking of Goose, bro, I know you were. I don't know if you're affected more. We were talking about it. Shout out to me and Mug Gunpla. He need to finish Dragon Ball because he just went to One Piece side of things. That's crazy. But like he said, we were all kind of sad. He's like, this affects Goose probably a lot too, because this was Goose didn't watch anime, bro, but fucking he a DBZ guy.
Yeah,
speak your shit, man.
Dude, yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, can 100% say if it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z and Akira Toriyama's like work on that, then it would probably be like something I would never be anywhere near any of this stuff, because it's just like watch a Toonami like there. I mean, I can't like completely say that, but it's still like that is the most important part of it all, of like what brings me to even this side. Like even
Mm-hmm.
talking, anytime I talk to somebody, if I'm walking the street, I'm wearing like a Dragon Ball Z hoodie or a shirt or something like that. Some people, oh man, that's a cool shirt. Have a little conversation with them. It's always awesome. And then the conversation, like 90% of the time, always turns into a, so what other anime do you watch? And it's almost like nothing but Gundam kind of
Ava.
sort of. Yeah, Ava, that's pretty much it. Like if I had to name some. And so like, it's definitely a big gateway thing for, I'm pretty sure, a lot of people. I mean, it's super, super crucial media.
Well,
So
even I think for you too, you keep up with the manga too. So like
yeah,
that's like, you know what I mean? You're reading that shit every chance you get.
yeah,
So
and I understand like it's like in some factors it's like not just him, but like obviously like the core idea and the main idea. It's like a lot of the older movies and stuff I know like weren't him. Like some of the it's like his designs, but some of the stories weren't him. Like all the non-canon stuff. So it's just crazy to see how much like someone's art, like that can just impact and become like so like have so much traction.
I mean, listen, bro. If it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, bro, like I would be a fan of G Gundam. I probably would have been like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, bro is like screaming, "Master!"
Oh, but you like Pokemon too, though, so I feel like
You
that's half
stop
of
it.
it.
You leave Pokemon out of this. But man, like even just like Naruto, like the big three, we grew up in that Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball was affected all those, bro. You see it to this day with even new anime now. DBZ is just influenced on it. I know it's a debate. I think the new one, Solo Leveling. I think there's like a scene there people are taking that as like from the Broly movie when Goku
yeah,
starts jumping,
ready.
doing the footwork,
Yeah,
rated. Mm-hmm.
Jinwoo's like he literally
So,
does the same footwork, dude. It's
so,
crazy.
so I feel like it definitely looks like some Goku shit. Other people are like it's not, bro. But man, to each their own. Damn, bro. We're gonna get into his works, bro, because obviously he was more than just the Dragon Ball guy. I mean, he is a Dragon Ball guy, but he did more. One thing that I want to point out, and I'll throw it to you, Steve, is like I fell in love with Blue Dragon, the video game and the actual anime. Like that shit was just, I don't know, bro. It was cool to me. It looked like another Goku, but it wasn't a Goku. It's all like the same art style, which is like also like I feel good for a younger audience at that time period. You're familiar with Dragon Ball, so you would be able to watch something else like that if it's from him. And Blue Dragon was a big one, especially for me being a Dragon Ball fan. Like I have Kid Goku tattooed on me, so like that shit was like beautiful. What about you, Steve? Anything on his side works that you liked or you wanted to get more into?
Dude, I'm really interested in that Sandland stuff that's going to be coming out. I
Mm-hmm.
know they're doing like a model kit of one of the vehicles, and then they had the movie that came out. But then I know we're about ready to get a like an animated series. So I'm really
Mm-hmm.
excited for that. I like the character designs. I think that's something really profound with his art too. Is like you can see all of his work in each other. You know what I mean? It's like you
Right.
see his stuff like you're saying with Blue Dragon. When I seen that title, I'm like, holy shit, that looks so much like Dragon Ball Z. Like
Exactly, bro.
even with some of the was it Chrono Trigger? I think it was. I think
Mm-hmm.
like one of the characters looked like fucking always reminded me of Tapion a lot.
Yo, man, Tapion though.
So
Man,
like
Tapion.
yeah, I'm really excited to see this Sandland thing, man. It's definitely going to be pretty cool to see some of his stuff animated and stuff like that.
What about you, Goose? Any side works? I know Dragon Ball was the bread and butter, but anything that you were like, damn, like he went off on this.
Off the top of my head, I don't believe so. Like I said, I'm not too versed in like anime and like workings outside of it. And I think there's like probably a big difference too of Muggs said this, and I wish he was here to say it verbatim because he nailed it perfectly. The thing, like one of the bigger differences between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, like while it is still there, I don't believe it's like as in depth because we only really see like what if that maybe 5 planets,
Mm-hmm.
5 different planets. I might be wrong, 4 or 5, but, especially expansively, like the surface of the planet and details of it and stuff. But the thing about Dragon Ball is like it's a lot more about that aesthetic. It's a lot more about like the way the machines look, like how like when they're traveling around the world, like showing all the different towns, and just like the style of his artwork and the style of like just that whole aesthetic of like that, not a steampunk, but something along those lines of just that, the machine, the mecha stuff. Mug said it perfectly, as opposed to like Dragon Ball Z. It's not as focused on the imagery of the world, the building itself, even though they have some good imagery. It's definitely just about dudes punching the fuck out of each other more so than anything else. So.
I mean, you have a good point though, because with Dragon Ball, they searching for the 7 Dragon Balls, so that was like their whole purpose of like they were traveling around all the different continents, and like Bulma was using all the different like shit she was working on. They met Yamcha and he was actually good. Tien, like
if you look at fucking Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT, the only reason they leave Earth is to go find Dragon Balls. Other sets of Dragon Balls.
You leave GT out of this, bro. All right. No one wants to claim GT, but my man worked on it though, right? He was on GT.
His character design, I guess. Base designs. That's about it.
That was one thing.
Super Saiyan 4.
That was one thing I was saying too. Like his level of involvement with things varies. That's like one thing that is I guess about him is like while like most of it is his idea, there are a lot of other pieces in his work where it's like that's from other people and stuff like that. Like certain story aspects from certain shit. But I know like obviously like this most recent Daima is like his most involved he's been with something in a long time. So
yeah, I'm really excited to see that as well, man. I know a lot of people are against the idea of the kids and all that stuff, but I don't care, man. I'm excited to see it. So
I feel like we did it before. We could do it again.
I ain't never
didn't like it the
it.
last time. They didn't like the last time, bro. That's all.
Want that on the record.
I want that on the record. Man, I feel like another thing I want to throw in there too. It's like I feel like he kept evolving the story, even if like it didn't need to, or like we didn't know how it was going to. There was always like that next step. And even with the Cell movie that we watched together, not the Cell, with Beast Gohan and shit, like that was a better way to tell Pan's story. Like I love that it at least was like, let's just go back and do our characters right instead of just kind of just having this like false narrative out there. Or like there's so many like non-canon like storylines from the movies and shit that it's like you don't know what to really piece together. So I'm glad that he, like you said, worked on these projects where it's like you can at least have a great like canonical timeline to put together with Dragon Ball and to Dragon Ball Z.
That was the last manga chapter, wasn't it, Goose? Wasn't it the end of like the superhero saga type thing?
No,
or is it starting?
Well, the last one was actually the first one after the end of it. Yeah, it was actually there's actually it still says a new episode's coming out. So oh man, I forget his name. There's somebody already taking over for him within the Dragon Ball Super aspect, and I mean it was somebody that worked so close with him, and they said his style was the most like relatable to Akira Toriyama's, like it's the most in common with his work. So he's gonna be the one that's gonna be like kind of picking up on that and stuff. And like I said, I'm pretty sure like they're probably digging through all types of stuff, man, of his work and all stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure he has some story elements written out or had plans for it and discussed with people. What he probably had an idea of what direction he wanted it to go. So we're just gonna have to see.
Do you just a quick question? Do you want to see Dragon Ball end now? Do you want to see do you want to see it kind of end, or do you want the story to keep going?
I am personally one of those people that feels like at this point, when the creator goes, like I feel like that is something that kind of it almost feels like sanctimonious, because I feel like the clear thing that's probably going to happen, and it's a tragedy, is like the greed aspect of how much money this show pulls in, and a lot of his IPs pull in. So it's like I don't know the legal proceedings of how that gets all divided up amongst family members and who gets control of what and stuff like that. But I mean, that's the one thing for somebody's creation after they pass to become some alienated thing that's beyond what idea they had for it, I guess is the part that I wouldn't want to see, even though I have no idea what fucking plans he had for it, but either or, you know. Granted, what Dragon Ball Evolution, right? I keep seeing supposed like rumors about Dragon Ball Evolution. Like he saw that and he was like supposedly already done with Dragon Ball, but he saw that. And he's like,
I've heard that too.
Picking up the pen, dog. I'm fixing this shit.
I'm glad because Dragon Ball Evolution was just a disgrace. Like, I'm sorry, people don't like GT. You shouldn't like Dragon Ball Evolution. All right, GT should be above that because
I don't think anybody likes that. I think that's one of the 7 deadly sins to like that movie.
Like how people like G Savior. Oh, G Savior is a great movie.
So I mean, what are some like?
Word.
Do we know some of his other like works and stuff?
He's got like Dr. Slump, which has made crossovers with Dragon Ball and stuff like that, and they've had crossovers with that. Sandman.
Go-Go Ackman looks like Trunks with the Z sword. Like legitimately, like it's insane that he just combines so many different like aspects of his work, and you can see it all just transfer over to different shit.
I don't know if you can pull up Cashman on that list that I sent. Yeah, it's on that. It's underneath. It's down
Scale
a little
models.
Bit. But Cashman is. Cashman? I really like the fucking title of it. That looks like an adult Jocko mixed with Cell and Piccolo, dude.
Jesus. Bro, it's insane, man. Like, and it just like. I know, Steve, like, we wanted to talk about the games and shit, so, like...
Oh, my God.
Dragon Quest, for God's sake.
Look at this.
Like, that thing.
You got it pulled up? I was going to pull it up.
No, go ahead.
No, pull it up. Jamie, pull it up.
Cashman, dude. This thing, like, it is very clearly his style, man. It's crazy.
Cashman. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Look at that shit. That shit looks so good.
How do I open? I don't know if this is going to show. That thing. Oh. Yeah. I'm trying to get a better picture. He looks, yeah.
It's like Jocko mixed.
Frieza, yeah.
Oh, Jocko mixed with like Piccolo and shit like that, man. It's pretty cool, though.
Fusion, ha.
Okay. I mean, the style is there. Like
100%, bro.
The suit, look at his Trunks, and
literally that's Go-Go Ackman.
That's that Trunks Krillin fusion. Look at him, yeah.
With the shorts though, he got that shit on though,
bro.
With the Piccolo shoes, he got that shit on.
Yeah, that's one of Frieza's brothers, cousins.
That's one of Frieza's brothers,
cousins for sure.
Oh, crying, bro.
There's another one, too. I don't know if you want to pull it up. That looks kind of cool. The title of it is like Kentucky? I don't want to say it wrong, but yeah. Here, I got it real quick.
You don't want to get canceled, bro.
Dude. Yeah, good granola-looking guy. Here, I got it.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fucking cool, man. That title looks cool. So, that chapter. So.
Bring up granola.
He straight up looks like, yeah.
It looks cool. I like that character design a lot.
Drip.
My man was, adapted over. Look at that. Pretty much. Yeah, that's cool.
Bro, it's insane to see the work he's done. Honestly.
It's just, like I said, there's certain aesthetic to it, like a very unique aesthetic to it. Because, I mean, it says, like, he's designed everything in the original Dragon Ball manga, obviously. See, it's weird to see stuff like this. Like, it says Dragon Ball Z anime, King Vegeta head only. I mean, it looks like fucking Vegeta with a beard. Pycon. So, if Pycon, that's crazy. He's not canon, but he still made
That's what I'm saying, bro. It gets me mad, bro. Like, this shit gets me tight.
Barbaric Saiyans.
Grand Kai with the GOAT, bro. Grand Kai? I forgot about Grand Kai.
I guess GT, he made like all of the designs, but they just
not canon.
Yeah, they did whatever the fuck they wanted with it. But yeah, I mean, they're all his character designs. So, as far as I know, he's a huge fan of Jocko too. Like, he
Okay,
loves Jocko.
I was getting confused as to why I couldn't see more of his works is because I'm on a Dragon Ball wiki of Akira Toriyama, and I
Yeah.
need to just see Akira Toriyama. Having technical difficulties over here.
Bro said, "Power too much. You gave all your energy to Goku. That's why you're tired
Yeah,
now."
I mean,
That's a given. That's a
Dragon
fact.
Ball and international success. I mean, that's what obviously his biggest and greatest work.
I mean, even now though, bro, like even when it comes to gaming, like bro is doing it with the games. Dragon Quest games are still fucking coming out nowadays. The
Yep,
Chrono Trigger still doing their thing.
dude. That's like how recently that Power World stuff was going around. Everybody's like, "Oh, they copy Pokemon," and then there's like Dragon Quest designs that
Mm-hmm.
fucking came out before Pokemon, and you can see like
Mm-hmm.
the almost blatant like ripoff,
No
and
one
you're
wants to
like,
say that though.
okay, now come on,
Yeah.
fucking game. Well, who's the Game Freak, Nintendo, whoever the fuck.
Get your shit together,
Get
bro.
your shit together, bro. Stop trying to be like that. Nah, yeah, so obviously what Dragon Ball GT, it says though it was not based on his manga directly, he was involved in some overarching elements, including the name of the series and designs for the main cast. He continued to drawing manga in this period.
Okay.
But I guess he didn't do Return of Dragon Ball
So obviously Dragon Ball Z. No GT, I'm guessing, because I like GT. But like, we all have our favorites. Like, what was your
Oh,
favorite
dude.
saga?
Jocko the Galactic Patrolman is its own thing on its own too.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
They have a chapter, I think it's where Gine is in it. Goku's mom, I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken. Let me just fact check myself really quick, but
Yeah, I see it there, yeah.
I'm just fact checking myself. Is there, did I make that up in my brain? I might have made that up. But I thought, anyways. Yeah, Jocko's like one of his favorites, I guess.
But yeah, so I'm not too sure which would be your favorite saga within the timeline of Dragon Ball Z or GT, but mine's definitely gonna always be the the Cell saga.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best, hands down. Anything, dude.
I mean, Frieza was good. I feel like the pacing maybe for us was just bad, but Cell was just, I don't know, it just hit different.
Yeah, everything about the Cell saga, their designs, you know what I mean? Everything about the Cell saga is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I've been watching that one recently. That's one of my more favorite parts. But like once that whole timeline or that whole area, once everybody like starts going Super Saiyan and they start like really messing with first start messing with Super Saiyan forms, that whole section is when there's some like really peak animation and some art and stuff like that.
So what's your least favorite then? If Cell's your favorite.
Oh, dude, either season 1 Gohan crying or season 3 Gotenks. Like 100%. Those are the words. It's like a sandwich.
Gotenks didn't deserve that.
Gotenks is the fucking worst.
Gotenks doesn't deserve that. All right, you leave Gotenks out of that. All right.
I'm a Gotenks hater.
He was the first fusion. You know that. Put some respect on his name.
Wasted, but yeah. Wasted technique.
I'm not gonna lie. Damn, I think Majin Buu Saga might be like my least favorite though. Like, I think it's still lit. I just think it's sometimes like we just didn't understand shit. Like Super Saiyan 3 fucking Goku could have finished fucking Majin Buu anytime.
It's a special story bonus. It's called Dragon Ball Minus from Jocko. That
shows people from Dragon Ball, yeah.
Yeah, that has Gine and Bardock and shit in it. So I wasn't lying. Sorry.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Canonical. It's in the manga.
But yeah, I think Majin Buu Saga probably might be the weakest in my opinion. Still some good shit, but Frieza was up there. The Saiyan Saga was up there. Like, come on, Raditz coming down there and beating the dog shit out of Piccolo and Goku like it was nothing. Raditz still ain't making an appearance. Come back, sad.
Dude, and even just... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'd like to read the Majin Buu Saga just to see how it actually is, versus maybe I would
the
like.
show.
Is it pretty much? Yeah. Is it better? Do you think? Or
I would assume there are some parts that are vastly better because like a lot of the show is definitely filler due to the fact that he was writing the manga while the episodes were coming out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that does not occur. And I mean, even in Super, like I liked seeing some of the differences between the two, and I kind of preferred the manga over the anime when it comes to Super. I'm not a big fan of Super's animation, but I really like Dragon Ball Z's animation, especially in key moments. So it's all just like a personal preference of story and dialogue and stuff, and you know how it all pans out.
Damn, bro. So I don't know. It kind of sucks. I feel like what is the new one's gonna be Daima, Dragon Ball Daima.
yeah.
I feel
But
like
I don't know if it's got a manga. I don't think it's got a
right.
manga. So
Yeah, I just think it's
It's
isn't it
just
like a movie?
animation.
It's animation.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's been really involved in this one. They say this is like the
Yeah.
most he's been involved. So
I mean, the power pole came back, bro. So it kind of sold me once I saw the power pole return. So I'm interested in it. I feel like maybe it's just like breathing like another breath into Dragon Ball Z. I just like you said, Goose. Is once the creator goes, or like someone obviously he's done it all with it. It's what's the next step? And I feel like a lot of shit might not be finished. Maybe some gaps will just be left there unfilled. But it's just I don't know, bro. I feel like at least we've finished it. Like we know the end, so to speak, of Dragon Ball Z. Super is I don't really know what they're gonna do with that, but
Yeah, I feel like at this point, just kind of finished what's going on with the main villain of who's the main villain in this current arc, and then just leave it. Just leave
Yeah.
it be. Just let it be. Like I really think the most respectful thing to do, obviously, would be that. But you know, like I said, unless he's got like a notebook of like
everything laid out.
Plans
Right.
until the end, or ideas until the end, or like if you can just live out his ideas, and that's fine. Or it's almost like it's really strange. I feel like in these days sometimes to like have situations where Chester Bennington is a very good example. Like has been long gone, for a couple of years, and like music is still coming out that Chester Bennington performed on like many years ago that was never released. And it's crazy to like see those things occur. And I know like in a band aspect, and that's where I say like I know it's probably not just Akira Toriyama. So like when there's people like entrusted with certain things, like you can probably be rest assured that Akira Toriyama trusted them in a situation as such. Like I said, to see a band release music where like somebody that was in the band passed away, that was like an integral member, and they just had like stuff laying around, like that's cool to see. So I don't know, it's all personal, I guess, preference on the situation.
What about you, Goon? Like, are you trying to you want to see it in now, or?
Honestly, bro, I think I'm content with it ending. Like I think I listen, Gotenks still got robbed. But it's all right. I just have to deal with that. I just feel like unless like Goose said, you have everything planned out. I think for me, it's different. Like I was a big fan of Naruto, love that shit, and I watched Naruto's story from beginning to end, and now it's his son's story. So it's like I'm not really worried about that anymore. I've had like my fill. Dragon Ball, it's like I don't really know what like. I feel like they can end it now. I feel like you've saved the world X amount of times. Goku and Vegeta are the strongest. Like I don't really know what else. Like, I mean, it's cool that Broly's there. Like I feel like they've added so many nuances to it that it sucks to end. But I don't think it's something where it's like, oh, we need to do this. Goten and Trunks need to fuse to become this to do this. Now it's just leave it alone. I mean, Goten and Trunks are teens now. Like we've kind of got to that point past Dragon Ball Z where everyone said their goodbyes. Pan's getting up there in age now, so I think story wise, I think you're good.
See some Super Saiyan fucking 5 with all his hair.
You don't want to see the infinite hair, bro?
Yeah, dude, pull it up for this. Pull it up just in case somebody hasn't seen it.
Pull it up.
You don't want to see the early
2000s.
I don't know if anybody's seen stuff like this in their childhood. and I'm glad it never happened. I mean, we did get it.
Bro,
We
we
did
were
get a
looking for that
silver.
shit, bro.
We did get a fucking a silver-haired Goku eventually. That's why I feel like some of this is fan service, but go my man's here. The Super Saiyan 5 Goku.
Bro had the red chest packs. Super Saiyan 4. People love that Super Saiyan 4 for mink shit though. Super Saiyan 4 did it right with that shit, all right?
Where's that old, you remember that old school OG one where like the hair filled up the entire screen?
Yeah, I remember that, dude.
That was like one of the most deviant art.
It's probably really humble. It was probably really humbling for him to know that he inspired so many people and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
Like the amount of fan art and fan stories and
I mean, even cartoons over here. Like I think Steve, you mentioned it, Codename Kid Next Door when was it number 4?
Yeah,
dude,
losing it. Yeah, dude, got that bulky, and then those weird ass kids who are fucking obviously inspired by Frieza and stuff like that, man. Like,
I remember
he inspired a lot of shit, man.
Bro, the one that sticks out to me is fucking Fairy Godparents when Timmy was going through different channels and shit. And bro, it was legit an episode of fucking Dragon Ball, and this man's out here just doing Kamea waves. I was like, yo, this shit is too good, bro. Like, what the fuck?
That was what I was gonna say. The next thing was like how much of an impact on other media. I mean, dude, fucking Goku ended up in the fucking Macy's Day Parade, or you know what I'm saying? The fucking
people love that shit, bro.
Dude,
I remember
that
shit.
cereal with that man on
dude,
it right now.
I got a box of cereal right now in my kitchen with Goku
it's
on
crazy.
it. Like, it's wild, dude, to think as a kid. Like, fucking just thinking about the fact of as kids, Burger King having the little toys that they had stuff. Yeah. I mean, dude, just the impact that this show's had on.
I mean, you see how much the figures go for now? The fucking SH figure art shit, bro. Like I told you, my trunks was a little. I mean, I got it for a nice deal. Shout out to the homies, but like, damn. And I think it just like, listen, bro. Like, I want to get into games and shit too, because like Dragon Quest, I played that shit. Great game, fucking some awesome shit. But my heart will always belong to Budokai 3. All right, Dragon Ball Budokai 3 was peak for me because that shit was perfect storytelling. You had everything. It gave you Super Saiyan 4 in the game if you looked for it. It was perfect. And I think just Budokai series. I grew up on the Budokai series. I think Goose, you were a Budokai Tenkaichi kind of guy.
Particularly now, I'm a fighters guy.
Oh yeah, you're a fighters guy now.
I mean, yeah, it's the same as like Dragon Ball Z games are the same as Spider-Man movies. It's like how many times I gotta fucking watch Uncle Ben die? Like how many times do I gotta run Snake Way in a game? You know how many times I gotta fucking That's why I like games like Fighters and particularly the story of Xenoverse more than the gameplay. You know, like just something different that is still the IP that breaks it up. You know, I'm not saying shit.
What about you, Steve?
When it comes to video games from him, like, or where his characters are involved, definitely a Budokai 3 guy. I love Kakarot. I love Xenoverse, dude. I think Mira and Toa are like really cool fucking villains that are in those games. And I was really excited to see them pop up in fucking Kakarot. You know what I mean?
So like,
I was like, oh shit,
crossover.
like, yeah, I'm like, holy shit, like that is really fucking cool, man. Like, so yeah, I mean, I don't really play too many video games anymore, but like,
you play Helldivers. You Helldive.
That dude is everything he's drawn, man. Just seems like it's pretty gold. You know what I mean?
Right.
He will be missed for sure. You know, we don't know him personally, but it's still gonna affect our media intake and things like that. You know,
bro. I do want to throw it obviously before we go to trivia, because I want to spend some time on trivia. I think it'd be cool to actually go through and get kind of like the inside of like what he was feeling and thinking. Like you said, Steve, we didn't know him personally, but he was a big point in our lives and shit with Dragon Ball. But bro, like I remember Toonami G Gundam coming on right after Dragon Ball, bro, and it just felt like another slice of it for me, bro. And I just saw all just the turning gold and the super techniques and shit, and it just, bro, like when seeing that shit and now like seeing how much it just pans across different anime and the aspects of it, it's insane, bro. It really is. And we got to give a shout out to Sagas, the best Dragon Ball Z game ever. Yeah, you thought I was going to let that one slip? Dragon Ball Z Saga, Steve? You know you like that shit.
Sagas?
Yeah, bro. You remember
shit, my
Sagas
shit's
for the game?
fucking up. That was terrible. I hate Sagas.
You didn't like Sagas, bro?
No.
She was lit, bro. She was lit. But let's jump to trivia. Steve, you were talking about him having some of his favorite villains, also maybe, you know, being twined with Goose's favorite character. Favorite villain, I don't know. Shit, man. I think it's kind of cool here, seeing that he was a big fan of Mr. Satan.
That's kind of funny, man, because I always thought that character was meant to be hated. But
Bro,
it
he
sounds
is
like
like
you
a
like
key
that
character, bro. He is a key character.
Hate that
Mr.
motherfucker.
Bro, without him, Goku
Hate
ain't
him.
beating Kid Buu.
Fuck him.
There's a lot of points where he's kind of a fucking like, what the hell, man? Like, that's the thing about Akira Toriyama is like the jokey. He tried to keep the jokey in Dragon Ball Z. There's definitely some parts where he was
like when he threw 16's head.
I don't think that was
seems
throw
like
me, but
throw me.
Even in Superman, sometimes it's just like Jesus Christ. Like some of the jokes, I'm like, fucking Christ, man. Like, it's like Goku's just an idiot now.
I mean, you think Goku's worse than what he was? I feel like he's worse.
100%.
Oh, I think he got hit in the head too many times.
After watching the Frieza movie, shout out to the Discord, you know, Resurrection, not Resurrection F, what is the Brawling movie when he beat the dog shit out of Frieza? That's where it was.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious, dude. When he was fighting him and they just let him straight to Frieza and he whooped that man's ass, bro.
Bro, Goku was an airhead though. Like it was like more than what I like remember, obviously. I feel like Goku was very like situation conscious. Like I think he knew how to like, all right, shit is kind of serious right now. I can't really joke around. Now he's just like, it's me, Goku. Like okay, bro. Like Vegeta's kind of like, I mean, Vegeta's grew up to be a lot of people's favorite character, and I just think that that's ultimately why too. It's the character goofiness from Goku, but it's also his best trait too. Also, you know, a lot of people would argue that. You know, Goose, bro, how you feel about Super Janemba? That's your guy, right?
That's my favorite, dude. That's my favorite. So I don't even know. I guess did he not design Janemba?
No, he stated that Super Janemba was his favorite.
I know,
original
but
villain.
Now it makes me wonder who designed Janemba. Oh wow, Yamamuro. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. That's my favorite artist from Dragon Ball. Like of all Dragon Ball is Yamamuro.
So there you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Fucking jiving together and shit.
Yeah, Tadayoshi Yamamuro. So really quick, I want to share this. Like, sorry, I don't mean to like interrupt all this stuff. So while obviously Akira Toriyama is like the fucking man and like it is like his world and stuff like that, Yamamuro is one of the ones where it was like all of these images that you see right here, which I know you used to see as a fucking kid.
Yep.
Like, you guys have seen these, right?
I remember kids having that on some of their fucking. You print them out and put them in your fucking binder for school and shit.
All of these,
I remember that.
All
shit,
of these
bro.
images are fucking when we were a kid, dude, and like
Yamamuro was holding it down.
Dude, he drew all that like super impactful art that like came out like when it just showed like mostly the Super Saiyans and stuff.
Bro, I remember fucking that being at the book fairs and shit, and you're like, "Mom, please, let me get an extra $5 for the DBZ cover book."
Yeah, like he drew some of the best like key art from like that, dude. Like those pictures right there.
Did he do Super Saiyan 2 Gohan? Because if he did, that's kind of peak. That's it.
I don't know. See, now here he is with both of his fusions.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Listen, I know you hate Gotenks, bro, but his design was ill as fuck, all right? Like, that shit will always be one of my favorites. Look at this little nigga, bro.
Yeah, I like when it's on an adult, you know? I prefer that.
I know you do. Listen, Steve, don't you like Vegito, though?
Love Vegito.
So I feel like it's perfect to have all three of the fusions. You know, you have Gogeta being Goose's favorite. Steve likes Vegito. I like Gotenks, even though he doesn't like Gotenks.
It was pretty cool that he made himself into a character called Toribot. That was something I was unaware of.
Yeah, I guess it says here. that Akira Toriyama created Vegito in response to Gogeta.
There you go. Look at that.
So he's better.
Damn, son.
Just saying.
Where'd you find this?
Because okay, so obviously, I mean, this is supposed to be about Akira Toriyama, but trivia moment. I mean, obviously, when it comes to Dragon Ball Z and a lot of those movies are not like canon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like a lot. They're like, and there's a reason for that. So there's, if you deep dive enough into it, there's I think there's like a Reddit page somewhere where it talks about how each movie is almost like a what if scenario, because there's something in each movie that's like everything lines up to when it could have happened, but something's off that makes it to where it can't be possible. So like that moment with the fusion obviously has some time to do when it's like after Boo, because when Goku's fighting Janemba, he specifically says, Boo's the only person to make me go, Super Saiyan 3. Yeah. So it was Fat Boo the first time he fought Fat Boo. So it was sometime in between there and then killing Kid Boo. But you wouldn't know where. So obviously that would have been before Super Boo. Therefore,
I mean, even with the movie with is it Tapion with the sword and shit? When he gives it the Trunks, and everyone's like, "Oh, like that's when future Trunks get the sword," but it's like, how does that work?
Wrath of the Dragon. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, even the power scaling, people say that like the movies somewhat make them stronger than what they are in the anime and shit at that time period. It's very very weird.
Yeah, it's what ifs and very strange scenarios. So.
Let me see here. I did also want to throw in there. It's funny that he, besides Mr. Satan, he also enjoys TN Future Trunks, which is a lot of people's favorite, and Krillin, the best, strongest human around.
Strongest man alive.
Yeah. There was an interview after Superheroes too. He said Piccolo at that current time was his favorite character of all time. Apparently,
see, I mean, he does.
I think it probably changes too for a writer. You know what I mean? They're in an illustrator. They probably pop around their favorites a lot, but.
Bro, I also want to throw in there. I'm sorry, I want to throw in there too. His favorite movie / special was Dragon Ball Z Bardock, the father of Goku. So I think that it's so cool that like you get to see shit like that. Like or hear shit. That's cool.
Yeah, it said he designed, I think, Chilled or whatever his name was that he fought. And
Frieza's grandpa.
Yeah.
Let me see here, man. I mean, bro, the list just goes on and on. Is there anything else that you guys found while researching them that you were like, damn, this shit's cool? I mean, we can even talk about the artwork that people have done for him, or the AI artwork that's been coming around now. Shit, like that shit is insane, bro.
Gross.
Seeing more of that than his actual work, bro. It's insane.
It's a little gross to see like somebody that like is revered as like a really amazing artist and stuff, and like you just see all this fucking AI art being made just to like be remembering him, and like while it's like thoughtful, it's just like I don't know. There's something so disingenuous about it to have like a computer make something with like almost no effort and then just try to attach that emotion to it. It's really strange. Like putting the emotion in the art, from losing the artist is,
I guess that's just gonna be the wave now, though, because it's just I feel like the more we go into these years and shit and time passes, it's AI is already getting stronger, obviously. So it just sucks to see it like that. What about you, Steve? Anything you want to throw in there?
Yeah, I know in his early career, man, he had a lot of flops, but just don't give up. A lot of his stuff was denied several times by publications. So keep chasing your dreams, guys. That's all I got. Because Akira Toriyama did, so you can too.
Oh, I like that.
It's only gained more and more and more and more popularity over the years. Like like sometimes that stuff's got to snowball. So,
100%, bro. I mean, Goose, we do. So, are we gonna say your favorite? We know your favorite fusion. Your favorite character is Janemba, right? That's canon. That's we can stamp that.
That's not canon.
Oh, it's not canon.
It's Goose canon. It's Goose canon.
Is Goose canon?
But,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, what is your favorite canon character then?
My favorite canon character? Why you do this to me? I don't know, man. Shit. Why you put me on the spot like this?
Because my favorite character is going to be Teen Gohan, or I guess pre-Teen Gohan, because he was technically like 11, 12 when he was Super Saiyan 2. Youth?
Yeah, I think they started calling it Youth.
Youth
I think
Gohan.
was the new term for that one, instead of Teen.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm stuck in the Budokai days. But Youth Gohan, that was my guy. And Goten. I will always be a sucker for Goten, bro. I just feel like you got to grow up without Goku in a peaceful time somewhat. Like, he was between Cell and the Buu saga, so it's like, it just, I wish there could have did more with him. They made him look like Goku, I think, just because they didn't know what else to do. Gohan doesn't really look like, he looks like Goku, but it's not like here's a clone of Goku. So,
yeah, like Goten is like a fucking clone.
Yeah, he's a clone.
If I really had to pick somebody, if he I don't know. Here, I gotta fucking fact check this now because I don't want to be speaking and not know what the fuck I'm saying.
I know a lot of people love Future Trunks though. So I mean, Future Trunks with the jacket coming down, slicing Mecha Frieza was like a big point in their fucking life. Also, shout out to fucking the Cell movie for that shit though, because it showed you a different angle.
Base form Cell.
Oh yeah, you are a sucker for base form Cell.
Dude, base form Cell is like 100% my favorite fucking character in all of regular Dragon Ball Z, without a doubt. The motherfucker goes flying. Brother, welcome. I love him.
I hate that fucking voice. I hate that voice actor.
You're about to get
Piccolo.
I'm about to leave. Don't do that shit again. The only Cell impersonation I want to hear is
I want to absorb you, Steve, inside of me. Become a part of something perfect.
All right, listen, I'm about to call J-Hound. I need to hear his rendition of Cell. Shout out to J-Hound for doing good Cell impersonations.
That shit is perfect.
Wait, we're talking about perfect Cell?
No, he does that Cell, but he does that shit too funny.
Yeah.
It's too funny. Steve, your favorite Dragon Ball Z character, Dragon Ball character?
Vegeta, dude. Vegeta and Bulma are my fucking goats, dude. Keep my Bulma on my desk. Love her.
Bulma was bae for a long time.
Yeah, Bulma still is bae, dude. So I'm going with Vegeta or Bulma, bro.
Two people with fucking issues controlling their emotions and shit.
Yeah,
bro.
Well, that's not gonna say anything else.
But Bulma made Vegeta better. You know what I mean? She made him better, bro. Yamcha, he was sick. He's
a dog.
My man saw Vegeta come off that ship, and he was like, "Damn, TYB."
He said, "Fuck."
I can't do this no more. Bro, damn, man. I could talk forever about this shit, but I do want to wrap it up. This episode is sponsored by Mima Gunpla and Snakeway Path. He's still running that shit to finish Dragon Ball. So keep on running Mima, because that shit is endless, right? Steve, bro, where can people find you at, my guy?
They can find me at XXL_newtype on Instagram.
Goose, bro, where can they find you screaming?
Hey, grandfather Goose, always on Instagram.
Make sure you follow Mean Mug at Mean Mug Gunpla. He's also a One Piece guy now, so he's slowly going deeper into the rabbit hole. Also follow me, Gunpla Goon. We do goon things at gooning hours of the night, and it's lit. Yeah. And also follow Gunpla and the Goonies, bro. We have some shit coming up, some cool events. Also be sure to participate in the amazing builds, right? The amazing Spider-Man builds.
Oh, the amazing builds. Yep, that's going on. I'm still waiting on my freaking paint to come in, but yep, still doing the amazing builds. Build you up a Spider-Man kit, make it look like Spooderman, make it look like something else from Spooderman. You can make it look like what?
And without further ado, we bid you adieu. Goonies out.
Bid you adieu. Goonies out. Yeah. Don't forget, down below, comment how you love Akira Toriyama, how he affected you. Don't forget, follow, like, subscribe. Do all those fun things. Bye.